Over the weekend, the Labour Party held their annual autumn conference, which of course, like every single party conference, regardless of which party, included a lot of patting themselves on the back and vying for some headlines and talking points. Lynette Morgan decided to fight back at the surge in popularity of Reform and Plaid Cymru in recent months by saying in her own words that they're basically two sides of the same coin, something Plaid leader Iorwerth certainly didn't take kindly to.
Of course, nobody thinks for a second that Plaid Cymru and Reform offer the same proposition, yet in her speech, the First Minister used language, quite frankly, unbecoming of her office to describe her political opponents. Different poison, same bottle. Now, in politics, words do matter, so I'd ask the First Minister to reflect on her choice of tone and terminology. One, does she really think that Plaid Cymru and Reform are so similar? Where we promote unity, they sow division. It's progressive versus regressive, where we advocate for Wales to stand on its own 2 feet. They flirt with the idea of direct control from Westminster, silencing Wales's voice. Where we promote our culture and language, they proudly say it's not a priority. And then there's the Trump-style language.
I think that Reform wants to divide our communities and Plaid wants to divide our nations. Reform wants to blame foreigners and Plaid wants to blame Westminster. I think it is important for us to recognise that grown-up politics is about taking responsibility, something that you didn't do when you voted with the Tories against that extra money coming into our communities.
Last week, we saw one of the more intriguing scandals to ever hit Welsh politics. While he wasn't a household name, former Reform leader in Wales, Nathan Gill, admitted to taking bribes to spout pro-Russian rhetoric in the EU Parliament, something that the Welsh Tories and Welsh Labour believe can have lasting consequences for Wales.
The former leader of Reform UK here in Wales and former member, of course, of this Welsh Parliament, Nathan Gill, admitted to taking bribes to make pro-Russian statements in the European Parliament. The current Reform leader in Wales, who doesn't, of course, live in Wales, Nigel Farage, has disgustingly also cozied up to the Russians in the past. He's spoken openly of his admiration for Vladimir Putin. Do you agree with me that Reform is a clear and present danger to our national security here in Wales and across our United Kingdom?
I absolutely do, Darren. It's good to agree with you on something, but on this issue I must say that we knew that Reform is a threat in Wales, that there is a real possibility of corruption and chaos, and now we have evidence of that.